So I bought Chris Chan's Pokemon card collection. I paid Chris Chan $500 for his Pokemon cards. And most people would think that that's crazy, but let me break this down for you. They were originally listed at $700. I contacted Christine about the price and said I would offer $500. And she immediately declined. So I told her very nicely, okay, no problem, keep me in mind if you change your mind. And she did. Less than 24 hours later, I'm assuming the need of money is so high that she was in a panic or something, that she told me, I'll accept your offer. And I was happy and surprised at the same time. Then I tried to tell her, hey, can you send me an offer through the messenger? Because I don't want anybody to take it when you reduce the price. So I want to get it. She did not respond and immediately just changed the price of the item down to $500. So I had to rush to try to buy it in case the tons of other people watching the post were notified that, hey, the price just dropped by $200 and somebody beat me to buying it. I don't understand why no one capitalized on this, because if you watch the video and you closely observe the cards that are in this binder, there is a big discrepancy between what's listed on the eBay post and what is actually there, if indeed this is what she is sending me. In the eBay post, there's only a couple of pages that are photographed, and it basically says, go see my video. Now, one of the glaring things that was not recorded on the eBay post was the fact that the binder is huge. The listing says 150 plus cards. Well, I've been dealing in collections and reselling cards for about 14 years now. I've been doing it as a hobby, and I can tell you, just seeing the video, it looks like there is possibly 40, 50 pages of sleeves, maybe more, who knows. I'll have to see when it comes. And you times that by 18, so there's a lot more than 150 cards. There's probably 5-6 times that. Now, that being said, nearly every single card in this binder is a rare, holographic, reverse holographic. It's not Chuck, so it's mostly money cards. And if you go through it, yeah, there are a ton of $1.80 cards, but there is a large amount of over $20 cards. There's one page that she showed on the video that was all Charizards, and I guarantee you that page alone of probably 8, I think it was 7 or 8 Charizards, is easily worth $100, $150 on a resale market with TCG player low, trying to sell it as quick as you can. Probably $130, I'm guessing, without looking at the numbers again, because I went through the video and paused each and every page and looked up the ones that I knew were worth money and double-checked, and I kept a count, and I got over $500 worth of resale value, TCG player low, within a little less than half of the binder that she went through. So I knew, well, at least half the binder is worth about $500 on the open market, trying to get rid of it as quick as you can on TCG player low. So the rest of it is profit. So if I can get her down to $500, which she strangely charged me $5 for shipping. I don't know who does that, but on big orders you usually just offer free shipping. But for $500, the rest of it's profit. there were a ton of old, the edition, the Legendary Edition, where there are reverses of the holographics, and I saw at least a couple of them that were worth $50, $60. So I know there's money in this binder. One of the things that I also am speculating on is that there are multiples behind some of these, where she has multiple of a holographic and has a couple of them behind the front-facing ones. So there could deceptively be more cards in that binder than just from the video you can see. So there's a lot of hidden value that you wouldn't know about unless you watch the video. And also, she didn't really show the backs of the binder. She focused the camera on one side of the binder and kind of flipped the pages and ignored showing anything on the other side. It was only viewable for seconds in between each page turn. So you have to freeze frame and zoom in and try to see what the hell is this on the side and come up with an appraisal. But I can guarantee you there's more than $500 worth of easily sellable Pokemon cards. I stopped appraising after I got to 500 when I went halfway through, because I figured, even if I chuck it out for 50 cents a card, I'm going to turn $100 profit. The rest of the binder that I didn't appraise, which I'm sure is worth a lot more than that. But anyway, through this speculation, there are some risks. With any great game in business, there is risk. And through my business purchase of this Pokemon collection to resell and possibly keep some as a souvenir, there is risk that there is smoke damage to the cards due to his house burning down a couple years ago. There could be water damage due to the house being on fire and then put out with water. Although I was aware of this risk at the very start, so I was zooming in on the pictures trying to discern, hey, is there water damage? Like, smoke damage, if it's bad enough, it'll discolor the cards. It will make them smell. It will make them fall apart with years and years and years of smoke. But this was just a single incident and likely didn't do that much damage. But I don't think there's any smoke damage to the cards. Just looking at them, they don't look discolored. It doesn't look like water damage. I've been selling cards for 14 years, and I can easily tell water damage just from a picture from a listing. And he had video, so lots and lots of pictures. So I don't think there's any water damage or smoke damage, but it could be there, and I just missed it. Another risk was that Christine would not ship the item, and the reason I'm putting this video out now is because I feel safe, because I have a tracking number, and that it was sent. So I'm pretty sure that it was sent. There's a tracking number, so I hope it arrives relatively soon. Another risk is that it's poorly packaged. Christine has a infamous habit of badly packaging out things that she sends. I hope that she'd improve over the years. I've never bought anything from her before, but I've seen pictures of things that people have bought, and I've been kind of disappointed in her degree of care when it comes to packaging. I've been shipping stuff for 14 years, and I think I'm pretty good at it now. It is second nature. But some things some people don't care about, or maybe she has issues with time. I don't know. She seems very busy with her comic career and internet fame. But another risk is that these cards are huge attachment to her. So there is a possibility that she kept some of these cards. She shipped the binder and kept the cards. And this is something that happens every now and then, where somebody will put up a binder and say, hey, here's my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. And then they ship it out and they kept all of the ultra rares. And this has only happened to me once. but the degree of connection that Christine has with these cards, I think the chance is a little bit higher that this could happen. If that's the case, I will definitely open up a dispute and use the full arm of PayPal and eBay's Resolution Center to either get compensation, or if the discrepancy is bad enough, I'll ship them back and just end this whole thing. I'm not afraid to use the tools that are given to me through eBay and PayPal. So I'm not really that worried. And I think eBay and PayPal are really great with their Resolution Center, for the most part, for buyers. So you have a degree of protection as a buyer, not so much as a seller. They don't care about sellers. If a buyer has even the smallest little problem and you're trying to sell on eBay, eBay's going to give it to the buyer. So I'm the buyer in this situation, so I can't really lose. Other degrees of risk is that they're fake. That's always a concern with cards, especially Pokemon cards, which are the second most counterfeit cards. So I don't think they're fake. It looks genuine, and Christine even did a light test on one card. Now that doesn't mean that the rest of them aren't fake, but very unlikely. Again, I counterfeit check every card that I sell. I do not believe in selling counterfeit cards, and I am fully against it. I will sometimes give them away as gifts, but it is illegal to sell them, and I would never do that. So if they do turn out to be fake, I will, again, ship them back and demand a refund. I think that's it. I don't think there's any other risks. So, my plans for these cards is I will make a second video, and in this video I will give a financial report of the binder when I open it. I'll do a box opening and show you guys just how well or poor Christine is at packaging up these orders, and I will then show the prices of the cards as I pull them. I will show you a simple form how I go about buying orders and then dispersing them back into the market as a secondary seller. And I will bring up a comments section and see what people would want out of this in a secondary market. I am considering taking the pictures that come along with this binder and cleaning them up a bit, framing them, maybe recutting the paper so the crinkled edges are gone, and then framing them, and then maybe keeping a few of them for myself, but then reselling some of the artwork. I am thinking about the possibility of taking pictures of these pages and then numbering the cards as I pull them, and then providing certificates of authenticity that they're from this collection, and then selling them as a numbered set for collectors. That would take a degree of work on my part, so unless there is an interest in this, I will not do it. So be sure to comment in the comments section and tell me if you think that this is something that you would be interested in and you would buy, because if not, then I'm just going to send them out into the universe in the secondary market as regular rares and holos, and probably sell them for the TCG Player low price, which is probably what I'm going to do with them, even if I sell them as with certificates as a numbered collection. I always sell my items at the cheapest price available online, because I would rather get the products out to you and get a smaller profit than sit on stock for a year. And I have limited shelf space for my inventory. I do believe that Chris is actually using this money for his mother. I am sympathetic to his problem. They do live in abject poverty, as you can see from a lot of the things he posts. One of the things that really made me sad was seeing his Thanksgiving dinner last year. If you guys want to see something really sad, go into the wikis and look up what he thought was a great Thanksgiving dinner. So they're obviously living in abject poverty. And I know he buys a lot of toys and video games, and people really scrutinize him for that. But you know, when you're in a situation where you're really poor, I kind of understand when people buy stupid stuff, because you know, life sucks when you're poor. And if you can get away with buying something that gives you even a little bit of joy in life, I guess I sympathize. You probably should be spending the money on better things, but I really do believe that he's using this money for his mother. Because if he wasn't, I don't think there would be so much of a rush to sell all this stuff. Because he reduced the price relatively fast, less than 24 hours. This other listing that he posted of his Universal Fighting System cards, or whatever the game's called, I've never sold those cards. He reduced the price very quickly for that one as well. So he's just trying to offload as much as possible in a quick amount of time. So his mother, Barbara, must have some kind of huge medical bill for cleaning her teeth or something. So I sympathize with Christine. I really do believe that she needs the money for her mother. I think that the speculation is real. People are speculating hard, but I think it's all BS. He probably really does need the money. I've been a longtime fan of Sonichu and Rose Chew, and I've seen the ups and downs of Christine Chandler, mostly downs. But I wish her well, and I've been waiting for years for her to put up her Pokemon collection and get the opportunity to buy it and then resell it, because it's just a passion of mine to buy large collections, sort them, and then resell them for usually a massive profit. And it's time consuming, it's monotonous, but for some reason I love doing it. So go ahead and check out my next video whenever it comes out, and then hang on for updates on when I sort through these cards and bring them back out to the secondary market. Have a great and safe day.